Hi class, here we are just about finished with BC 1030. Just take a few minutes and look back at what all you have already accomplished. In BC 1020 you learned about the medical office, HIPAA regulations, compliance, privacy, fraud, and abuse. You also began learning a new language, the language of medicine. In BC 1025, you expanded that knowledge, learning about different types of insurance companies, helpful billing tips and guidelines for submitting those claims, along with several new organ systems. In BC 1030, you learned about hospital billing, how that process works, how correct coding and billing is a necessity for the financial stability, along with some new organ systems. Your next stop, BC 2010, an introduction to diagnostic coding. I know you are proud of yourselves. I know I am, along with your previous instructors, coaches, and learning service advisors. In BC 2010, you will use this foundation that you've been building piece by piece, or should I say organ system by organ system, to add the diagnosis to the patient's chart. This code tells why the patient is being seen for the services. It will also show the medical necessity for that service that's being provided. Without medical necessity, the insurance company is not going to pay the claim. The correct diagnostic code is important to getting your claim paid correctly. As you begin week 1, you will have modules that will provide you some hands-on practice with coding ICD-10. Your first module will stay open during those first 2 weeks. Once you've completed all the modules, you're going to receive a certification of completion, which will show future employers that you have formally been trained using ICD-10. Here on the screen, I've also added just a quick reference of the steps for obtaining a diagnosis code. Your course is going to expand on this, giving you details about how to identify those conditions that are needing to be coded, as well as sequencing and basic coding guidelines. We want you to know that you're never alone in this learning journey. Sometimes all it may take is just a quick phone call to your instructor or just verification that you've coded something correctly. That's going to bring the pieces of that puzzle together for you. Never feel discouraged. All of us have been exactly where you are. We all started out as beginners. We know how it feels. Take advantage of coaching sessions, modules, instructors, whatever it takes to help you be successful. I will tell you, you do have to practice. Successful coding comes from practice, practice, and more practice. You will be glad you put in that extra effort. If you feel like giving up, just quickly remind yourself why you began this program. Your why will empower you. Look back at all your accomplishments and keep that graduation day close in your vision. I have no doubts that you can do this. Don't ever give up. Just think, we would have never seen the iPhone if Steve Jobs had given up after he was fired from Apple. We would have never seen Harry Potter if J.K. Rowling had given up after she was rejected at Oxford. I can go on and on with stories just like those, but the lesson here is to keep going, keep learning, keep striving to do your best. It takes hard work, determination, and practice to succeed. You're here today, so that tells me that you have what it takes. Believe it or not, a never give up attitude is the only difference between people who are successful and those who are not. It's that simple. Best of luck as you enter and conquer the world of diagnostic coding.